Tony brought his rented girlfriend home to meet his parents for the first time, but as soon as they arrived, the girlfriend saw his house was just a junkyard and instantly regretted it. She was about to turn around and leave, when suddenly a line of luxury cars drove up to his house. A group of people stepped out of the cars, and all of them bowed respectfully to Tony's sister. Tony was completely stunned by the scene. His home was clearly just an old recycling station. Where did all these business tycoons come from? He immediately went to ask his sister what was going on. This scared his sister, who was in the middle of an international meeting. To avoid revealing her identity, she quickly changed her expression, and kept signaling the Chamber of Commerce president beside her. The president instantly understood and tried to cover it up, claiming they were just there to sell scrap metal. Tony believed it without much doubt, but the girl beside him sensed something was off. She noticed the crown in the junk pile had intricate designs like silk, clearly a priceless royal treasure, and the embedded ruby was dazzling and bright, obviously a real diamond. Seeing the lie was about to be exposed, his sister didn't hesitate for a second, grabbed a hammer and smashed the $500 million crown into pieces. The nearby subordinates looked heartbroken. She even claimed it was only worth $9.90, but the girl was still suspicious. She pointed at the luxury cars and said those must be real. Seeing this, the president couldn't stand it anymore and joined the act. He took the hammer and smashed the car logo to the ground with tears in his eyes, to further fool them. His sister called in several excavators to completely destroy the cars. Dozens of billions worth of luxury cars were instantly turned into scrap, then sold to the president at scrap metal price. Afterward, the sister smiled and asked Tony who the girl was. Tony was about to answer honestly, but the girl stopped him, saying she was Tony's girlfriend. Since she still needed Tony to help her deal with her parents, the sister was comforted to see Tony and Rags could still find a girlfriend. Thinking the girl must not be someone who worships money, she immediately took out a family heirloom jade pendant with a dragon pattern as a gift. But the girl took a closer look and noticed something strange. It looked exactly like the jade pendant owned by the richest family. She was about to ask when the clever sister distracted her, then pulled out a bag of local specialties, as a gift for Tony's first visit to their home. After the two left, the president immediately sent people to investigate the girl's background. Turned out she was just the daughter of a small family worth less than $1 billion, but the sister didn't use her resources right away. She wanted to test the character of her future in-laws. It turns out Tony is actually the heir to the richest family, but to train his will, his parents never told him the truth about his identity, and only secretly arranged 2 bodyguards to protect him. Not long ago, Tony went to a company for a job interview to make a living. Unexpectedly, the position was to pretend to be a girl's boyfriend, and the girl turned out to be the campus queen back in college. But just after signing the contract, a rich second-generation guy stormed in angrily. He was actually the marriage partner arranged by the girl's family, but she didn't want to marry him, so she hired Tony to play her boyfriend. Just as they arrived at the girl's house, the rich guy came in with expensive dishes, mocking Tony for never tasting high-end caviar. But Tony said it tasted just like the jam his sister made. The rich guy thought he was talking nonsense, then brought out gold foil steak to show off. But Tony took a bite and shook his head, saying his family had several vats of this kind of meat. The rich guy was furious, then took out a century-old ginseng that only grows once a year. But Tony scoffed, saying it was just the pickled radish his sister made. This drove the rich guy into a rage.